nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Kyle Kuzma buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Durant. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw up and good, and the three-point play puts them up early in this one. LeBron into the front court, just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Cousins to Kyle Kuzma, works it up top. Here comes the screen. LeBron James, defended by Kevin Durant. From long range, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the 3. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer, no. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Kyrie, wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
LeBron James, 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads 4. And it's Davis for the rebound. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Anthony Davis, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
It's James, his first effort, off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Brooklyn's got it. LeBron James snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Cousins gets a look, can't hit. Defender going for the fake. Got him out of position for the dunk.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Kevin Durant looking good, 4 for 5.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
James to Davis. Chance here for LeBron. And it's Jordan there to handle the rebound. Durant with the basketball up top. Lead is 2. To Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
James to Kyle Kuzma. 4-3. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Kevin Durant. He's now 5 for 6.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Big pick right there.
James. Second effort. To Irving. Count the basket inside. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Here's James with a chance. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
From the outside, no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
KD with the rock. Anthony Davis rejects it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Spencer Dinwiddie. Here comes some changes. Kenny Atkinson turning to his reserves. Wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Kyle Kuzma, huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Knocked loose. Anthony Davis matched up with Durant. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
For three. Oh, he hits the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's James controlling the offense. Rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Durant across the timeline. They lead it. 4-point game. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
James into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance. LeBron James. He's now at 40% from the field.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Danny Green. Davis, old school, backs his man down for the basket.
The versatility of Anthony Davis makes him one of the most special players in the league today. He can score on you with his back to the basket, but if you also leave him open on the perimeter, he's going to knock that down with ease.
James gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there, lets it fly.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Chance for LeBron James. Lakers have it. Whoa, what a finish.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Durant. And counted at the rim. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
To Durant. Has a look. Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
LeBron James wants it. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Knocked loose. Trying to cash in. The shot almost to Davis. Danny Green. Knocked loose. Nets have it. LeBron James tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, eh?
Davis to Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James scores from the post.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. It's Brooklyn's ball. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Durant. Curling inside. It goes down.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
James. Deep two there. Won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
He drills the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Durant with the basketball up top. Leads 5. Irving. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
James off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
Here comes the screen. Here's LeBron for 2. Shot won't go. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the end. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Kyrie with the rock to Durant. Irving. Short jumper won't go down. Across the timeline comes James. Margins 8. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Old school equals high percentage.
Runner here won't go. To Davis. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Los Angeles, they have it. It's James. And knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again. Here's Irving into the front court. Leads 3 to Durant. Here's a chance from long range. Not getting the bounce. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Irving into the front court. Up by 3. From the painted area, won't go down. James to Davis. Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Irving with the basketball. Leads one. And look out.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Brooklyn with the basketball. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Davis, working the outside. Kuzma. Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Can't convert the free throw. Deep left corner. Danny Green to Davis. Has a look. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Kyrie across the timeline. They trail by 2. Slam dunk. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Lakers ball.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball. I got him. I got him. Wait on it.
Here's James. And he buries it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down just a couple. The drive, right to the basket. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Not that time. Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Doesn't get the bounce.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Irving into the front court. Down 2. Trying to cash in. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Irving to Durant. Add 2 points to the board.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. LeBron James with a piece. That's his third block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Davis to Stevenson. Here comes the screen. James. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
James to Davis. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
We gonna see a team take the lead here?
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. James to Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. Anthony Davis makes it look easy as he hits the three.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
LeBron with it up top. Leads just a point. To Davis. Deep right corner. Kyle Kuzma. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block. Fourth this contest. LBJ has it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
They get it to Kuzma, down low, to James. Davis. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Irving with the basketball. Trailing by 4. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Jarrett Allen at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. James to Kyle Kuzma. James. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Davis. Cousins. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Nice pass to set things up. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
And 2 for AD.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Kyle Kuzma. Goes to the left side. James. DeAndre Jordan swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Durant. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Kyrie across the timeline. Leads 4. Here's Durant for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Beyond the arc for 3. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kevin Durant. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. LBJ. To Davis. Fires the 3. Oh, Anthony Davis. Not sure why he was left so wide open.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Kyle Kuzma with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. It was right there. To Kyle Kuzma. James gets it in the right corner. From long range. Can't force those. Stevenson misses. Here's James for 2. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down 3. Durant trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. James, tough matchup against Durant. Late heave to beat the buzzer from beyond half court. Gets it to go from long distance. A fitting capper to the end of the first half. We are at halftime.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Irving brings the ball up court. 4-3. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough 3-pointer.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Oh, knocks it down from 3.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse, the kick out for, guess what, another one.
Here's LeBron for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Way to hit.
LeBron into the front court. His team up by 1. old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Durant. Has a chance. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
I got him. Here we go.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Davis over to the right side. To Davis, down low. To Danny Green. Davis gets a look. Can't hit. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys now down by a point. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. James. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Time to shuffle things up. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. Kuzma. Scores from the post.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And hits off a killer step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
James to Davis. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Anthony Davis pins it. Going the other way. Here's Kuzma. Brings the ball up court. To Danny Green. James. For three. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Knocked loose. James to Davis. Down to Green. Swings it. Davis. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. LeBron James rejects it. Trying to cash in, and he hits.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Durant. Off the assist.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Fine to shoot. Anthony Davis lets it fly, able to convert inside.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kevin Durant with the rock. And the finish off the nice step through.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Kyle Kuzma. James, great feed. And it's rebounded by Durant. Anthony Davis, huge block. They've got it in the open floor. James to Danny Green, lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Runner here won't go down. James into the front court. They lead it by 14. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Anthony Davis tips it. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Irving. They have to keep him in their grasp.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
It's LeBron. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. James to Kyle Kuzma. Gets it in the left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Kicks it around the perimeter. James to Stevenson. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's shooting 85% in this game. James to Kyle Kuzma. Anthony Davis lets it go. Gets it up off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Durant. Not that time. Across the timeline comes James. Up a dozen. To Davis. James. Kyle Kuzma. He has had the hot hand tonight. He's now 6 for 6 from beyond the arc.
And I say keep feeding him the ball. If he's not going to miss, let's make sure our offense centers around it.
To Dinwiddie. Durant. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. To James. Lets it fly from long range. Another chance. Nets have it to Durant. Has a chance. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
James knocks it down.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
To Dinwiddie. For Durant, down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Dinwiddie into the front court. trailing by 14 to Durant. And the finish, slam dunk. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Count the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. Shots not going down. Here's LeBron for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Nets have the basketball. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. LeBron with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Stevenson to James. To Stevenson. James. Goes to the left side. Fires the 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Kyle Kuzma. James. Deep left corner. Kyle Kuzma. And he finally misses one after making his first 6. Dinwiddie with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Good. Off a spin.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
James to Stevenson. Beyond the arc for 3. Good luck telling Lance Stevenson there's a bad shot. It's the tough one.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Kyrie. That's no good. LeBron into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good. Three-quarters down, and so far, it's been all Lakers. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the 3rd quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing it.
Driving right to the basket. The jumper's off the mark. Here's Irving into the front court. 14-point deficit. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
James to Davis. Fires the 3. Anthony Davis makes it look easy as he hits the 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Curling inside. Kyle Kuzma sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. To Danny Green. Deep and a putback slam.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Irving. Down low Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
To James. And the rebound comes to Durant. Irving with the basketball. His guys down big. Anthony Davis sends it away. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. LBJ with it. Not that time.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter,
Whoa, look what I found.
you know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
LeBron shot, that's no good. Has a look. LeBron shot off the mark. Anthony Davis with a piece. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Time for the bench to step up. Kenny Atkinson knows it, making some moves. Irving to Durant. Irving to Jordan. Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
James to Davis. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Chance here for LeBron. The rebound cleared by the Nets. Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. And the nice finish at the rim.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Brooklyn's got it. Here comes the screen. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Add 2 points to the board.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
LeBron into the front court. Lead is 12. Trying to cash in. Shot by James off the mark. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. Durant turns and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Irving to Durant. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here's James with a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Knocked loose. And throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Durant to Dinwiddie. Layup goes down. Well done.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's James controlling the offense from long range. Missed it. Kicks it around the perimeter. Danny Green to James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Davis, rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. Into the front court, it's Irving. The deficit now up to a dozen. Durant to Irving. Durant. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
James to Kyle Kuzma. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Nice finish at the rim. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Chance for LeBron James. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
James to Davis. Knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Cousins. Nice pass to set things up. Gets it in the left corner. To Kyle Kuzma. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Durant.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. LeBron James wants it. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kevin Durant has it. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Davis' shot, no good. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Durant. And scores. Strong take.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, this kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
Durant across the timeline. His guys down by 9. Not a total surprise. That's another. That's foul number 6, and done for the game.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Kevin Durant, a couple of free throws on the way. At the line, he's shooting 87%. First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. LeBron James with the rock. To Caldwell Pope. 4-3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Durant with the basketball up top. The margin standing now at 7. To Caldwell Pope. Has a chance. Caldwell Pope off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot.
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Irving. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Here's Irving into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Jarrett Allen at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Able to convert on both free throws. It's James controlling the offense. For 3. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Irving trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Now the stoppage and an intentional foul means free throws coming with a little over 30 seconds to go.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. To Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound taken in by Davis. Now here's an intentional foul. So free throws coming up in what is an 8-point ball game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. It's Brooklyn's ball. James into the front court. The lead stands at 9. 19-footer at the buzzer. It's all over. The Lakers are once again NBA champions.
And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoops action.